Parramatta Park, George entrance. So these were the old British convict stations, the Kingston and Arthur Vale historic area of the Norfolk Islands. The old Governor's house, which is this one. And then the High Barracks, which I'll go later. Brickenden Wilmer's estate in Tasmania. Darlington Probation Station in Tasmania. The old Great Northern Road in New South Wales, just another 70 kilometers from here. Cascade Fernell Factory in Tasmania. The Port Arthur, right at the tip of Tasmanian island of Tasmania. The coal mine is a historic site of Tasmania. It's all the convicts from Britain were actually miners out there. And then the Kakadu Island, the convict site in New South Wales, just off the Circular Quay. And Fremantle Prison in Western Australia near Perth. Meta Park. Here I am at the West Domain, the old King's Oval, the Domain Creek, Old Orchard, Parramatta River. I'm on the land of the Convict Trail that took place here on the east coast of Australia. The Parramatta Flying Dentist, 100 years ago, 1911, William Ewart, Billy Hart, made one of the earliest and longest flights in New South Wales when he flew from Penrith to land at this site. It's open space. Parramatta Park, now recreational center. 1911, the British Colonial Aerospace or Aeroplane Company introduced the Bristol box kite into the Australia. And Billy Hart was an immediate enthusiast. A young dentist from a wealthy Parramatta family had keen interest in mechanics and purchased his own box kite for $1,300, and he made some lessons, but it crashed the biplane early on and had to rebuild his aircraft and debris in his father's Penrith workshop. Billy became the local sensation as he tinkered with machine from months on the ground and then taught himself to fly. Hart made his first solo flight in Penrith, and on the 3rd of November he undertook the historic long-distance flight from Penrith to land in the Parramatta Park. This land here, part of the Convict Trail actually. A flying dentist. The Boer Memorial. It's a memorial commemorates the Parramatta Lancers' contribution to 1899 to 1902 war fought by the British Empire against the Boer Republic. The volunteer Lancers were the first Australian troopers to arrive in South Africa and went on to show the world that the colonies were at one with the mother country, the Great Britain. The memorial was dedicated in April 1904, incorporated the column, the stone recycled from Parramatta Courthouse, pictured, well, part of the courthouse. Wow. And it was on the church street, part been brought here. I'm walking on history here in the east coast of Australia. Another of the pavilions to come and speak your mind in the public square, no longer as part of the, what do you call, part of the Parramatta Park. This was the governor's bathhouse. Oh, I'm at the governor's bathhouse today on open space, looking out. The program of the governor's bathhouse. There is no program now today. You can just dance. Breathe with an open space. Governor's bathhouse. It's very interesting, isn't it? Greenwich of the Southern Hemisphere. The Governor Brisbane of the Parramatta Observatory is built at the expense of his own expenses, a passionate expert of the astronomer. Brisbane also employed the astronomers Charles Rumka, who then undertook the work of the site. They compiled a catalogue of southern skies and accurate star positions were required for navigation and surveying of this land and beyond. The Australoceanic region. It's fantastic ideas, right? In the old days. The ones who had these creative ideas and explorations and mindset to beyond their limited capacity of just governing are the ones we are lacking of today, because the decisions are now still, it seems, made in the back of palace halls in all England and all Europe. It shouldn't be the case. Now you should encourage the skill set of the young next generation of people to take leadership by being creative and enthusiastic about change. The change through creative involvement in life. It's not all about how you see yourself. These were the old convict encampments here in on the Parramatta. So earlier on it was an exploration, and then was almost like controlled and dominion and power and all of those things, and that is being still held quite strongly for some reason. And that shouldn't be the case, because when the human aspiration is so powerful, so creative, so expandable, so explorable, and so incredible, just like that person just there in the middle of that circle playing a guitar. How beautiful is that? And that's how the mind should flower, and that's how the life of a limited life of a human should flower and blossom and thrive. So that's the old government house, And this is prior. It was used as a camp? Part of the convict trail that came from old England or old Europe. Nice. The guitar sound. The Penrith Park. Here I am, touching dimensions of history in its entirety. And today, what's there is part of this history. A fireplace. And some renovation work going on. Part of the UNESCO World Heritage Trail of the old governor's house. It was a cafe, a tour. No more, no more. Oh. 1787. Under renovation right now. Convict. Australian convict site. The UNESCO World Heritage Site. Just here, the governor's house. Old governor's house. UNESCO. Australian convict site. The old trail. Oh, folks, on a trail. What kind of a trail is it, Sharon? Oh, just a little, everything seems to be closed for me. What a joy. Don't you think? What's going on? Everything is shut for some reason. And that's the entrance to the governor's house. Will I be punished for going in there? Oh. The governor's house. The front door. Governor's house. Here we are. Touch. Am I trespass? Everything is closed, folks. The old convict trail. Ooh. This was a government farm. The site successful crops grown in the colony, the plentiful of the... Oh, see? The land provided us with so much food. Yes, great to convert that into a park for a creative experience. A concrete jungle, so-called a stadium for the football to kick a ball around. Yes, it's another good concept of an idea. But on the old historic land that goes back when the British turned up on the coast of Sydney, they call it. And prior to that, the people who lived here, we call them Aboriginals. They are the First Nation settlers or First Nation people who lived here, browsed the land. They were the land. They became the part of this experience as life. Lovely pitch, King William Cricket Club, Parramatta District Cricket Club. Lovely. Smartest spider I know of. Smarter than a human being, right?